Welcome back to my channel. I'm just going to show you here the Photopolymer Stamp Sets. So I'm just going to demonstrate this one here. This one's the Be My Valentine stamp set. Now when I say it's a Photopolymer stamp set, you'll see that the actual rubber here is clear or translucent, which is great for two-step stamping. It just means that whenever you put your stamp down, you know exactly where you're putting it on your card, on your piece of card. So it's just super simple. So I'll just show you. What you do is you take that piece of rubber. I always put it face down. Oh, doesn't usually happen. There we go. So now that will stick to the acrylic block. Now I often give it a bit of a clean. Now you'll see this here is simply chamois. These are fantastic for cleaning the stamps. They don't, they actually hold on to the ink. So I clean the stamp now on this dirty simply chamois. However, it is that the ink does not come off onto the stamp, so it's great. Now when this gets really dirty, I just give it a bit of a clean out. Just give it a rinse with water. Some of the ink comes out, but by no means all of it. But it's fine, it actually still works perfectly. So that's what I use. There are other stamp cleaners on the market, and Stampin Up actually have one called a Stampin' Scrub. I have that here. I'll just show you since I have you. This is it here, where you would clean, you wet one side of it, you clean it with this, dry with the other. The reason I don't like this so much is because I always spray little bits of ink all over my desk. So it is good for some really detailed stamps though, so there will be times when I'll use this, but as a general rule I tend to use my Simply Chamois. Once again, I'll go through this and I'll demonstrate how both of them are used in a different video. So just to show you how this one here works, so I've got my photopolymer stamp on my acrylic block here. I'm just going to use some Daffodil Delight. Now just to show you this ink pad, ink pads are best stored with the actual pad face down. So if you look at this here, obviously you can't see what's inside, but when you flip it over and the pad is up for you to ink, that makes sense. However, when it's closed, you'll see it is actually upside down. So that is the best way to store your ink. Otherwise, all the ink will end up sitting at the bottom of the pad, and you'll be constantly having to re-ink your stamp pad. So what you do is you take your stamp, and you just gently, very gently, you don't need to push down hard at all. If you push down hard, you can actually end up with an imprint in the stamp pad, which can stay for literally for weeks. So very gently, just place that on your stamp pad and then onto your piece of card. Now I always clean mine quickly. Again, just so that I don't get ink on my, otherwise I get ink on my arm, or I put something down on top of it and get ink on something that I don't want it to be on. So that is that. So that's that ink pad closed again. I have cleaned this one. So I'll now pop it back. And now, you can see there that that's been used. It's got a bit of a stain on it, but it doesn't actually impact the way it stamps. So there we go. I'll just give that a quick clean. I just always do that in case I've picked up some fluff from somewhere, a bit of lint. Now this here is actually a black ink pad. Just stamp that one down. There we go. Now just excuse if my head gets in the way, because I'm just wanting to make sure I get that right. There we go. And so there's the next ink on top of there for the bee. So that's that. Once again, I clean my stamp. Now just to finish this one off, because the bee just doesn't look quite right without a face, I'll just give him a quick face as well. And there we go. So obviously he'll still need wings, etc. But that's really just a quick rundown of how you would ink and use a photopolymer stamp set. So then that one goes back in there. Yep, so that's that. That's a quick rundown of the photopolymer stamp. I will just now do another video showing you a cling stamp. Alright, thanks everyone. I'll see you again shortly. Bye.